Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University.
Good afternoon, everyone. In the afternoon session, you may think that now Diwali vacation is ahead and we are supposed to go for some type of accounting. And yesterday itself there was an auspicious day of Guru Pushya Nakshatra, which is considered to be very auspicious for purchasing books of accounts. Generally, according to accounting tradition in India, we are purchasing books of accounts in advance. We purchase that books of accounts in an auspicious day, as well as we are going for its pujan on auspicious day, that is called Sharda Pujan on Deepavali, and then we use that one as and when our new accounting period starts. Today in a certificate course of basic accounting, today I will discuss something relating to subsidiary book. A small trader who is always busy with his trading activity is always having a problem with his daily routine accounting. So generally accounting work he is doing at the end of the day when he is relaxing and his customers are now no more at the end of the day. Same time, accounting is real time management requirement item. So it is nothing but a language to be mentioned or to be recorded in a right manner at right time. So far as subsidiary books are concerned, now let us discuss first of all or understand where subsidiary book actually took place or where it is accounting has been done in that case. Now looking to the chart, you just see first one is the transaction. That means that as and when transaction took place, we have to find out that whether this transaction is monetary transaction or financial transaction or not. After finding out that the particular transaction is financial transaction, we are going for journal entry. Now this journal entry is the first recording basically. First recording means first hand recording. As and when transaction took place, we will record it. But journal entry doesn't serve the purpose of controlling the financial position of the company. It gives you information only about how much transaction took place in a day, whether you have recorded transaction or not, in right account or not. Now second layer, or I would like to say that para to the first layer, there is a recording of subsidiary books. Now subsidiary books in a layer, it is at second or first phase. Hence it is, the word is subsidiary. Subsidiary means not main one. Main one is the general one, that is a proper one. That means you are supposed to write each and every transaction in your books of account as and when it occurred. Fine. Out of this transaction, there is a second layer accounting. Now second layer having several objectives. And then after we are going for ledger posting. So ledger posting is to be done from subsidiary book, and from ledger you are preparing trial balance. Now as a matter of fact, it is a subsidiary. So it is after journal entry and before ledger posting. Now if we define basically a subsidiary book, we can say that subsidiary book is nothing but a recording of transactions depending upon nature in a separate set of books of account. Subsidiary books are books of original entry, and it is also called primary records because the first entry of transaction, that means after journal entry, is made in subsidiary book. So depending upon nature of transaction, you are supposed to record in books. Second, on the basis of subsidiary book entry, postings are made. Posting means nothing but recording at third level, that is the ledger one. But that is done at the end of the month. That is not done on monthly basis. On daily basis, sorry. Basically speaking, journal entry is to be done on daily basis. Same way subsidiary book entry is also to be made on daily basis. Now we are going further. Different types of subsidiary book. Here we have various types of subsidiary book: purchase book, sales book, cash book, purchase return book, sales return book, bills payable book. And one more is there, but which is not mentioned, that is stock register. Now you will think that, sir, what is difference in subsidiary books and this regular ledger? Now, subsidiary means sub part of accounting treatment. We are using the word sub part. Hence, it is much more relating to operational aspect. Now, you may have a question. Operational means day to day. Now, if we try to understand what traders are doing day to day, they are doing, we are talking about traders, they are doing sales and they are doing purchases. Now, looking to this scenario from the viewpoint of subsidiary book, sales we will record only credit sales. Same way, in case of purchase also, we will record only credit purchase. And we are recording only credit purchase and credit sales of goods. Hence, if we look at the slide, we can easily come to know that these operational level activities are recorded in subsidiary book. We are recording purchases, we are recording sales, we are recording purchases return, we are recording sales return also. So, we can say that we are recording only day-to-day transaction, sales and purchase. Now, it is not like that we are recording only purchase and sales. In case of routine activity of the business, there are several expenses to be made out on daily basis. Suppose some trader say that, sir, we have already made a credit purchase from you and it is now 8,000 rupees. Now take this check, and immediately we ask our accountant to deposit in a bank. So our bank is also affected. Hence, in a chart or in a slide I have mentioned, we are supposed to prepare, along with this subsidiary book, we have to prepare a cash book. Basically speaking, cash book is also part of a subsidiary book. Now this diagram will give you much more idea. I have classified subsidiary book in a different category. Basically, first classification is relating to goods. That means it is very clear. If it is goods, then only it will be recorded. And most important part, if it is cash purchase or cash sales, then only to be recorded. So here it is said that purchase book, sales book, return books. And last one is stock register. Basically speaking, we can also make a part in that case. That means purchase book, sales book and return books are relating to the goods, but they are reflecting its value in rupees. But in that case, we are supposed to find out what is the balance of stock in our godown or in our shop. That can be known from stock register. In the olden time, this is very strictly followed, but now in corporate accounting as well as in tally, they are not taking into account much more care of this aspect. But from my viewpoint, stock register is also very important, where items are not mentioned in terms of rupees, but it is mentioned in terms of quantity. That means on a real time management, I would like to know what is the stock of the goods which are lying in one particular godown or about one particular item, then I can trace out from the stock register. Then subsidiary book relating to cash and bank. For that purpose, I will prepare cash book. Then other, that is nothing but journal proper. Now let us go for why we prepare subsidiary book. What are your advantages of subsidiary book? Now let us see the advantages of subsidiary book. First advantage, posting of each entry becomes very easy, because as a matter of fact it is a second layer of the accounting. Its posting is possible very easily from the total of the subsidiary book, that we will discuss when we are going for a sum or when we are going for practical aspect. Next, one type of transaction are recorded in one book, so it becomes convenient to locate any desired transaction. That means easily, for the purpose of accountant viewpoint or for the purpose of layman also, it is something like that, sales return book or purchase book. Books are fixed, so one can easily understand that purchase, credit purchase, fine, first book. Sales, credit sales, second book. Now he is also clear about it, another aspect. Then he says that, sir, no cash, no credit sales. It is only cash. Sir, we have received 5,000 from the sale of rupees, sale of goods. Fine, mention directly in the cash book. So clarity about transaction and clarity about recording comes as and when you are going for subsidiary book. So accountant as well as layman can easily find out what they can do. Next, important description about the transaction is also made in the related books. So a lot of information related to transaction easily accessible. Basically speaking, this last item is useful when we are preparing detailed subsidiary book. When we are going for specialized type of subsidiary book. I have already prepared one specialized type of subsidiary book that you can easily check out later on part of this presentation. Now, one of the most important part in this case or advantage of this subsidiary book is controlling of working capital. Now, in any business, working capital plays very important role. Now, working capital includes cash, stock, debtors. Now, these are relating to assets. Same way we are supposed to take into account certain portion of the liability in the form of bills payable. Now, we can easily control this current asset. I am shortly mentioning here, and here current liability. So, any trader can easily control their current assets and current liability, or they can easily supervise this working capital management directly from the subsidiary book. Suppose I would like to know, suppose I am a trader of tea and sugar, I would like to know that what is the total sales made by my sales staff. So I will check out directly from my sales book, and it is tradition that we are supposed to give at least 2 weeks credit. So I can easily compare with sales what is the amount of bills receivable book, how much bills receivable pending in my books of account. So I can easily match. Sales is 3 lakh and bills receivable are also 2 lakh. Then I can say that no, it is very pathetic that my bills receivable are too high. I have to reduce it. I have to ask my debtors to make encash, or I should go to the bank and get the fund from it. So this is possible only if I prepare bills receivable book. Same way, my liability can be easily traced out from the credit purchase and I have to check out that how many bills I have prepared. We will see the format of that one later on in this. Thank you.
Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar Open University.